Hello, students. Today we are going to understand the poem Rain on the Roof, written by Coates Kinney. Coates Kinney was born in 1826 near Penn Yan, New York. After his education, he became a journalist and worked on papers. Rain on the Roof, which was set to music, was the most popular verses of his. He died in Ohio in 1904. Now let's understand the central idea of the poem from poet's point of view. In the poem Rain on the Roof, the poet is explaining the rain which falls on the roof of his house. He is trying to relate the rain to his past childhood memories, both sweet and bitter. By listening to the patter of the rain, the poet lies on his bed, holds his pillow tightly, and then gets lost in the thoughts of his caring and loving mother. Let's start with stanza first and with difficult words and its meaning. When the humid shadows hover, or over all starry spheres, and the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears. What a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the roof, soft rain overhead. The difficult words are humid shadow means clouds, hover means hang or roam around, starry spheres means stars, melancholy is sad, bliss is happiness or utmost joy, cottage chamber is room in a cottage or a bedroom, patter is sound of rain falling on the roof, overhead is above. And now let's understand the explanation part. In this stanza, the poet expresses his love for nature and praises the healing power of rain. The poet is saying that when the humid shadow hovers, here humid shadow refers to dark clouds which are full of waters. So when the shadow hovers the sky, it is full of these clouds which are moisture and above and about to bring rain. When such clouds hover around in the sky, over all the starry surface, now starry surface refers to sky at night times which is full of stars. At that time, huge clouds which are full of moisture move around in the sky, and the sad darkness of the night is wiped off by the raindrops, which seems like tears falling from the sky. The poet says that the darkness is making him sad and is reflective. He is comparing raindrops to human tears. He says that the dark sky, which seems to be very sad, it appears as if it is crying, and the raindrops are the tears shed by it. The only thing that can bring joy to the poet is to curl up with a pillow in the bed of a rural cottage, which is small and ill equipped. He adds that it is a blessing to lie on the bed and listen to the sound made by raindrops falling on the roof and recovering his sad, melancholy, and gloomy mood. Let's start with second stanza. Every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart, and a thousand dreamy fancies into busy being start, and a thousand recollections weave their air threads into woof as I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof. The difficult words in the stanzas are tinkle means ringing sound, shingle means rectangular tiles used on sloping roofs. Echo means reverberation, repetition of any sound. Dreamy fancies into busy being. It means imaginary stories in the mind of the poet. Recollections means memories, remembrances. Air threads means dreamy memories. It's like a patch connected with one another. Into woof means becoming entwingled, twisted, turned with each other, connected with each other. Now let's get to the explanatory part. In this stanza, the poet describes how the raindrops make a tinkling sound as they fall on the shingles of the roof. Because the roof is either made up of tin, that's why that sound is so much visible, audible. Each sound made by the rain is repeated the next instant by the beating of his heart. He says that every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart. Whenever he hears rainfall on the rooftop, the sounds repeats in his heart and in his dreams. He has many different fanciful imaginations which are now starts appearing before his eyes are becoming reality as he listens to the soft and continuous falling of the rain. He adds that this sound of the rain falling on the rooftop creates many different dreams in his mind. He recollects many memories of the past which comes into his mind as dreams. These memories have formed a patchwork by becoming entwined with one another. The memories are large in numbers and have formed a cluster, a big group in his mind. Let's conclude the poem with the last and third stanza. Now in the memory comes my mother as she used in years agone to regard the darling dreamers ere she left them till the dawn. Oh, I feel her fond look on me as I listen to this refrain, which is played upon the shingles by the patter of the rain. The difficult meaning in the paragraph are in memory comes means I remember, that's the poet remembers. Agone means gone by. Regard means observation. The darling dreamers are her sleeping children, that's the children of the poet's mother. Era means before, dawn means morning, list means listening, refrain means part of song that is repeated again and again. Played upon means the sound coming due to rain falling on. And now the explanatory part of the paragraph is in this stanza, the poet describes the first memory that he can actually identify among the patchwork of his memories. Here, the poet introduces his mother. He says that he is dreaming of his mother who is no longer alive. He remembers that during his childhood, his mother used to look at him and his siblings as they were sleeping, having pleasant dreams. In the past, she used to love him a lot. She used to consider him a darling and she would let him sleep till day breaks, till the next morning, and have sweet dreams. The poet can still feel that his mother is looking at him in particular amongst the other children as he listens to the song made by the raindrops falling on the rooftop of his room. The sound of the rain makes him correlate with his past, with his present. That is why the poet is moved by the sound of the raindrops on the shingles of his room. Whenever he hears this sound, it brings back memories of the past and he remembered of his mother. These memories are evoked as he listens to the repetitive rhythm of the raindrops as they are falling on his roofs. This was the explanatory part of the poem Rain on the Roof. Thank you so much.